Hey everyone, this is Richard Carthon, and I'm the author of the 30-Day Self-Love and Growth Reflection Workbook. And we're getting ready to dive into day 15. We are halfway through this journey. Time is flying by. Let's start with a quote. Do not let what you cannot do interfere with what you can do. John Wooden. Message. Where's your focus? Is it on things that are out of your control? Challenge yourself to change your focus. Focus on one thing you can do today to take one step forward, not being stuck in stagnation. I personally really like to focus on things that are within my control. Growing up, I used to get overwhelmed and think more about what others thought and what they thought of me and what potentially could happen to me instead of thinking about what can I do. And then into adulthood and how I go about moving in this world, I try to control what I can and understand that I live in a lot of gray. Like things aren't necessarily black and white. Things are fluid, and when things come up, you can choose how you respond, and that there's always more than two options. You can find multiple options if you're creative enough, and if you want to be creative in your problem solving. So I try not to be stuck, and if I am stuck, I find ways to get unstuck, whether it's through conversations with mentors, friends, family, or challenging myself and doing something very hard to just mix something up. So my intention today was to think about where is a place in my life that I am stuck. So my intention was to really dig into is there somewhere I feel like I am not necessarily challenging myself enough, or that I just need to switch up. And so for my rose, I really thought about it. And one of the things I did for myself for my birthday, I play guitar and piano, but I've really started to get back into guitar, specifically electric. And I haven't played my electric in a long time for two reasons. One, I had a string that was broken. And two, I lost one of my amps that could make it have all the different sounds and stuff. And so I was like, let me get some new wires and let me get an amp. And I did both of those things. And so I'm being unstuck and not playing my instrument. I'm going to start playing it again. There's some songs I already have queued up that I want to learn. For those who don't know me, I love music. Music is a huge part of my life. I listen to everything, and I mean everything from rap, R&B to metal to rock, everything. And on the guitar, big fan of Metallica, and so I've been wanting to learn Master of Puppets, and so that is very hard. For anyone who doesn't know anything about that, that is a very hard song, and so I'm going to challenge myself to learn that song. So that is my intention. And Rose. So my Rose, that happened, and today was the first day I just started playing again and getting my guitar in tune. Thorn. Master of Puppet is very hard. It is so hard, and I don't know how long it's going to take for me to be able to play it, but I'm excited to learn it. But is it hard? It is so hard. I'm looking forward to playing my guitar again. The guitar is sick, and I remember why I fell in love with it in the first place, and it's so cool. And yeah, I'm excited to start playing my guitar again. And my observation of the day is that when you have something that gives you joy and you stop it, re-examine why'd you stop. And whether it's life just got busy, or something as simple as you need to change a guitar string, or if there is something that is in the way between you and joy that you know is there, re-examine why you're letting it get in the way, and is it as big of a hurdle as you thought? I know that's more directed towards you, but my observation is just if there's something that's in between my joy, I'm going to address it faster. So that was just a good reminder for me. So that's it for today. I'll see you tomorrow.